Brian with sunflowerarmor.com here, and going to give you a little change of pace on the rifles. We've been looking at the Springfield M1A series, and we're going to drop down to a little more affordable rifle. Affordable in purchase price, more affordable accessories, and more affordable to shoot. The Ruger 1022 shoots 22 long rifle. This is a synthetic stock version with stainless steel barrel and receiver. I've added quite a few models since I purchased this rifle. I made a few modifications to it. The first one being the barrel. From the factory, it comes with an 18.5 inch barrel, and this is a 21 inch heavy barrel. This barrel was made by Midway. They don't make this barrel anymore, but they carry barrels from a couple other vendors that are similar. If you look at most heavy barrels for the Ruger, they are a large diameter barrel, and they are pretty much the 18.5 stock length. The only problem with those barrels is that you cannot use a constant diameter heavy barrel with the factory stock. So if you're going to buy a heavy barrel for a Ruger 1022, you're going to have to buy a new stock. Ruger does have a new tactical version of the 1022 out, which has a heavy barrel from the factory and has a factory bipod. It's a pretty slick little rifle. But like I said, this one I've had for quite a while. The advantage of the Ruger 1022, one is purchase price. They can be had, from anywhere from two and a quarter up to 300, depending on the model. They are easy to shoot. They're great for a beginner shooter, or if you want to get your wife shooting. My wife likes to shoot this 22. She calls it her 22 because she likes to shoot it when we go out. It doesn't kick, and it's pretty accurate. So new shooters can actually see some nice groupings when they shoot. And that encourages them to keep on shooting in the future. The factory Ruger 1022 with the 18.5 inch stock barrel and the synthetic stock weighs in about 5 pounds. With this combo, it weighs in about 6.25 pounds. I didn't weigh it without the scope. So the barrel, the barrel's adding 3/4 pound of extra weight in the barrel, and additional metal and additional length. Because like I said, this is a 21 inch barrel and the factory barrel is 18.5. And I added the scope. This is a Simmons 4x32-22 scope. One, I liked it because it came in silver tone, so it matches the stainless on the gun. But it's a fairly inexpensive scope, and most 22 scopes will be inexpensive due to the fact that they don't have to handle the recoil of a larger rifle. I think this scope, you can get it around $45 new. The only other addition I've added is an extended mag release. The factory mag release on the Ruger is a fairly stubby little button. So with the factory mag release is kind of hard to hit if you have gloves on or just if you're a novice. So this extended mag release is a must for 1022s. You can spend a lot of money on a 1022 if you want to add, a target trigger, a good target trigger. Run you a couple $100. But just for plinking, it's tough to do any better than the Ruger 1022. You'll notice my guns aren't safe. No magazine. Chamber's empty. The Ruger magazines are kind of unique. And Ruger uses this design on a couple other rifles, but it's a 10 round rotary magazine. So basically, instead of being a stacked magazine, the shells rotate around in a circle. The mags are fairly easy to load. 22 like that. Not real tough. Like most other Ruger rifles, when you go to insert the mag, you kind of rock it and lock it. Then the extended mag release drops it right there. Right here on your rifle, this is your slide lock. So the Ruger, you push this button, it won't release the slide. You have to pull back on the slide and it'll release, but you can just use this to lock back the slide to carry your gun in a safe manner. An aftermarket mag, pretty standard configuration is a 25 or 50 round. This is a 25 rounder from Eagle. I'm not real impressed with this mag, but I've had these since pre-ban, so they're pretty old. And I've lost a couple of them. These mags are fairly cheap, you know, about 15 bucks. Butler Creek has what they call their Hot Lips line, and they're similarly priced, but then they also have their Hot Lips with a metal lip here, which obviously is going to be a little more durable than ABS plastic, but they get pretty expensive. I think they were up to about 50 bucks, but I really don't like these mags. I'm just out plinking, because if you're on a bench, they're too long, and there isn't really anything in between. I don't know of anybody that makes, say, a 15 rounder or a small 20 rounder, so it kind of stuck between this 25 and the 10. So like I said, most of the time I shoot the 10. That's a brief run view on the Ruger 10/22. Like I said, a great little rifle, great for kids, great for women, or great for plinking. When you buy 22 ammo, you know, at $23 for a brick of 500, you can't beat that. So if you want to order some 22 ammo, go to sunflowerammo.com and take your Ruger 10/22 out and do some plinking. Thanks.